really on fire, like I was the first year, pretty much anybody that clips your fingertips, you're going to talk to them. I mean, they get within 3 feet, pretty much you're going to talk to them. All right? So that's what I did. I was not afraid to talk to anybody. And one thing that stops us from talking to people is fear. You know, you see somebody standing at the train station or at the bus stop, and you get the thought in your head, I should talk to them. And then you say to yourself, I'm not going to bother them. I don't want to go to that right now. That decision right there costs you your business. That is, when you feel fear, you feel that little tinge of fear, here's the key. That's your signal to go right at it. You face your fears and you go right through them. Because success is just on the other side of fear. And you never can get your success if you always turn away and you don't go through it. You have to take the courage to go through it. Now here's the other issue. People make it too big of a deal. They're like, whoa, what words am I going to, I got to get the perfect words. They see him standing there and they go in their mind, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it like this. Forget all that stuff, you guys. It doesn't even really matter the words you say if the person's open. Have you ever had this happen before? When you talk to somebody and it's almost like it doesn't matter what you say. They go, good, I get it. I'm in. Yeah, let's do it. Have you ever had that happen? If not, you haven't talked to enough people yet. All right? Because that'll happen. There's people out there that are looking. There's people that are open, you know? They're looking for a new opportunity. They're waiting for something to come into their lives. And so all you have to do is you've got to be talking to enough people. The first year, I made a list, a big list, hundreds of names, and I approached about 300 people on my list. Do not prejudge anyone. Don't say in your mind, oh, they wouldn't be interested. Who are you to make that call for them? You know, you don't know. Why would you deny them this opportunity, right? Don't prejudge and realize that you are not the opportunity. You're the messenger. That's all you are. You're not the business. You're the messenger of the business. Your goal is to just expose everybody you know to the information. That's your goal. Let them self-select, and they will if they're open, if it's their time and they're ready. If not, it doesn't matter what you say to them. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. I'm telling you, that's just the way it is. So don't get so hung up on what your word is or what your script is going to be and all that stuff, okay? I mean, it's good to have a little framework in your head, you know, about what you're going to say. But don't get worried about having some memorized script, because it doesn't always happen that way. What you want to do is just get into conversations. You want to talk to people for 2, 3, 4 minutes. You have to get good at getting into these conversations. That's the skill you really need to improve. And here's how you do it. If you're not good at it, the first week you just look at people and make eye contact and go, hi, hello, hi, 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 hi. Just get used to saying hi to people for a week. Then the next week go, hi, how are you? Hi, oh, that's a great watch you got on. I love your purse. Where did you get that jacket? How come you're standing here? Where are you going? Really? What kind of business are you in? That's a wonderful set of kids you got right there. How many children do you have? Whatever. Just get into conversations with people. That's your whole goal. You may get 2 or 3 minutes into it and go, I don't think I want to recruit this person. They may be those mean people that Blake Roney's talking about, right? Do you want to pollute your business with them? Why would you do it? When you work at companies, you got to work with people you don't like. You got no choice. Here you got the choice. You get to pick them. So pick happy, smiling, bright people, right? That's who you want to work with. People that are positive and outgoing and open and want to have fun. You create your own environment here. And so that's why when you get going for 2 or 3 minutes, if somebody's like mean and they're negative and stuff, you just kind of go, have a good day. You don't even recruit them. Why? Right? And people that are open, that are more happy and smiley and bright, then you actually invite them. You invite, right? You say, you know, you got to look at this with me. You might be interested in what I'm doing. What do you do if they say, you know what, not interested, not for me, or not interested right now? What do? You go, okay, later. You do that? Just like forget them? This business is about relationships. It's about creating relationships. And if you're really not serious about this business and you're just here for a few months or a year and then you're going to quit, then you don't need to worry about what I'm going to say next. You can just forget all this stuff, okay? But if you are really in this business, right? I mean, if you're not just sticking your toe in and going, I'll see how that feels for a while. Right? Some people just stick their toe in the water. Okay? Is that what you do with your marriage? I'll just try this for a while. Is that what you do? No. When you're really committed to something, you're in with both feet. You're all the way in. And if you're not, I don't think you're going to make it. I think you need to think about this. Okay? So if you're really committed to it, then your goal is to create a whole bunch of contacts. Here's what I say to people when they go, you know what, not interested. I say, yeah, I get it. That's fine. Okay, I understand you're not interested right now. I say, how about this? Would you mind if I called you back in 6 months just to tell you how I'm doing with my Nu Skin business? Would that be okay? Do you know what most people say when you ask them that? Most people want to get off the phone anyway. And they go, oh yeah, hey, you know what? That'll be fine. Okay, we'll see you later. What do? You go to your contact database, you put in their name, you put in a note or two about your conversation with them, and you put in the date, call them in 6 months. 6 months later, your database pops up, there's their name, their note. Imagine their shock when you call them. And you go, hey, this is Nathan. You might not remember me, but we spoke 6 months ago today. And I asked your permission if I could call you back and tell you how I'm doing in my Nu Skin business. And you said that would be okay. I'm just following up as promised. Follow up as promised? Wow, look at the plan, guys. Do you know what these people think? Do you know what's going through their head when you do that? They're saying to themselves, oh, they say to you, oh, I actually do remember that now. Yeah, I remember we did talk, but I wasn't interested. Yeah, I know, I get that, but I'm calling back as promised. And here's how it's going. I've actually got business now in 6 cities and 2 countries. I'm right on track with my targets. I just got back from a free $10,000 trip the company gave us. Man, this is incredible. Do you think maybe you'd be interested yet? Right? And they may say, no, still not ready, not the right time for me, but thanks for the call. Okay, that's fine. Would you mind if I check back in 6 months? And you just keep doing that till they say, don't ever call me back again. Then you can take them out of your database, okay? But if you're serious, this is how you collect thousands of names. This is your inventory for your business. It's all about relationships. What are they thinking in their head? They're saying, wow, sharp person, organized, professional. If I ever was going to do a business like this, I probably would do it with them. That's what they start thinking. It's all about trust, isn't it? Especially when you're recruiting to have them join you and be on your team. It's a whole different thing if you're just selling product. Because when you sell a product, all you're asking for is their money. That's no big deal. But when you're recruiting for the business, you're asking for their time. That's a way bigger deal. They're not going to spend their time with anybody they don't have a relationship with. So you've got to work long-term on these relationships. Some of my very most powerful leaders took me years to recruit them. Years. Lon Wardrop took me 5 years to recruit Lon. We went on family vacations together before he ever signed up. We became friends. We had a relationship, right? 5 years calling back, meeting him, talking, calling back, making the relationship, making him my friend, right? Was that worth it? I've been paid more than $10 million on that one line. Was that worth it? Was follow-up important? You better believe it, right? Okay, so why do you have to talk to so many people? Here's my goal for you. Talk to 3 new people every day. 3 new people a day. Just get into conversations. You might not recruit all 3, but learn to get into conversations. And you'll start to get really good at just loving people and making relationships. Okay? That's what will happen. So 3 new people a day. That's part of my 3 threes that I tell all my new distributors. Here's your daily action plan. 3 new distributors a day, 3 presentations a day, and sign up 3 new distributors a month. Sponsor 3 people a month. That's my 3 threes. If you do that, you cannot miss. You will be a team elite. How come? How many people would you talk to in a month? They teach math in Sweden? 90. 90. How many would you talk to in a year? 1,000 in a year. If you did that for 2 years, you're a team elite. And you didn't drag it out for 10 years. Okay? So here's how it works. 1/3 of all the people you contact will actually take a presentation. So that would be 600 people out of